farm. It's not an issue, right? You can just pick a tree. But you're also welcome to go pee in here. Now, if you do notice the hole is covered, that's good, because when you pee in here, the pee diverts into the bottle up front, and then we just empty that out. If you have to go poop, do it. You know, you can poop and pee at the same time because your pee will divert forward. But what you're going to do is you open that flap. So there's just that little thing right there, and then you poop straight into the hole. When you're done pooping, close that off, and you're good to go. Now there's a handle down here, and when you turn this a few times, it is covered with peat moss and coconut coir, and so it covers up your poop. And then there's a fan that runs constantly that pulls moisture out, and it also dries it off pretty quickly. So very efficient. Any toilet paper. Toilet paper and feminine products go in the garbage can right there, and we'll deal with all that stuff, so you don't have to worry about anything when you're done. That's really all there is to the toilet. And then the sink is the only last thing. It's very simple. If you're going to do dishes or anything, or wash hands, there's a sink right in front of the bus, and there's just one handle that works on that. That's connected to a garden hose that's drinking water safe. And it's the same water that we use in the house, so that's totally fine. But if you want to like have drinking water or cooking water, this sink does work. But you have to turn on the light switch here. So there's a switch here, right? Turn it on, and then that'll allow you to use the water. Turn it off when you're done. You have about 4 gallons of water. If you wash your hands with it, you'll be done with it in about 3 minutes. So just use this. It's purified water. But yeah, so if you try and use it, for example, when it's off, it won't work. Also, when it's on, it won't work when it's up here because there's no cold or hot water. There's only the one. So up here, turn it off, turn it off. That's all there is. If you want to use the oven, it's a propane bottle. So just like a grill, just turn the gas on. Right under here, just reach in here, you'll see the top of the propane tank. Turn it on and off, and then it has a sparker. So if you want to use the stove top, that guy goes on, and then we got there. Where are we at? Come on. We gonna do it now? No, it just wants to be mean. Hold on. There we go. So, I play bagpipes. So, I decided it's more fun to be in a kilt all the time.
And you do juggling too, right?
I was in the circus for 25 years, and then when I turned 40, I got bored and became a police officer in Chicago. Spent 4 years doing that, and then when we moved out here 2 years ago, I stopped being a cop. So, I was a circus performer for 25 years, cop for 4 years, and now I'm a farm animal rescue caretaker. So,
a
journey.
And you built this yourself?
Yeah, built this myself. When we bought the bus, it was completely gutted down to the floor. So it had the subfloor with the plywood on it, and that was it. And I put the vinyl laminate flooring down. The boards are old deck boards from our deck in Chicago. The insulation, as I was saying to Bobby, right? Yeah, Bobby. The insulation is actually recycled denim, and it was in food boxes that we would get. That was that was what kept the boxes cold with a freezer pack, and so it's literally lined with strips of denim insulation and recycling, and that's what keeps this nice and toasty. And then everything else is an old bed we had, an old table we had, old chairs, and it all came together rather nicely. So yeah, and it still drives flawlessly. So.
How much you bought it for?
It was $8,000. I probably could have gotten it for cheaper if I had all the seats in it, but then I would have had to spend days getting rid of the seats and then disposing of the seats. So that would have been, what's a few weeks of time worth, right? And at the time, I didn't have the time to spend to do it. So I was like, you know what? It's worth it. And the floor was already insulated, so so it did it all for me. If you want to put a phone in, you got spots over here, and you can get this guy a little longer if you want more length to it. There you go.
All right.
There are cups over here. There's also a bunch of stuff in here, so any cooking. You can use some of that stuff. There's one more slot you can plug into here, and then there's also a 3-prong over there as well. So
have an extra chair.
We have 2 chairs here, 2 chairs there, and then the futon. So. So that's it.
The road's going to be slippery on the way down tonight because it's so cold?
No.
But you have snow right up the road.
2,000. I mean, you got to get 2,000 feet higher than us for the snow. You can see the snow, but that's much further up. Mount Hamilton's around 4,000 feet of elevation. We're only about 1,000. So, it's. Okay. I mean, we haven't been below 38 degrees in about a week. So,
in about a week.
I mean, even when it was 34, right? But no, we haven't. It hasn't snowed since I've been here.
Well,
lived there, but yeah.
20.
Right, that's what I said. I mean, people are like, how do you wear this in winter? I'm like, because it's a warm winter when it's 38. And then yeah, so we can, if you want the heat on now, I'm happy to
Yes,
turn
please.
that on for you.
Yep.
Give you some heat, and then obviously close the door
Yeah.
if you're heated.
Yeah.
So, there's the easy way to do it. If you just kind of reach up here, there's a bar that will pull both doors shut.
Okay.
So it's the hinge sort of that connects the two doors together.
No,
You can just
no,
grab
no.
onto that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in film.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
just
no,
want
you're
that
fine.
one.
Yeah.
No,
So
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
it should be nice and toasty. And then if you want more space, you can pull the table out, turn it sideways, and there's another leaf that flips up.
Oh, okay.
And you just find the notch that it sits into. And if you want if you want extra space, you can close this leaf up, and then this turns into a table that's this wide,
Yeah.
and the leaf flips down. So
Yeah, nice.
there's a couple of card games, little things like that in one of the drawers. And
I
yeah,
like your
anything
little
else
cup.
you might need?
Wow.
Yeah, we got that.
So cute.
Yeah, we got those guys, and then some over here, and any cooking stuff is kind of in here. Pick one for garbage, one for recycling. Wait, the other one. Oh, one for garbage and one for recycling. Sorry about that.
Okay, one for
The other
garbage.
one's here.
Okay, good.
And yeah, that's
do
it.
that. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Really
And then
appreciate
yeah, I'm up bright and early, so you guys will, I'll be poking around in the morning, and then.
it. So is there a number I call you if we need it? Or
Oh,
is it
yeah, it's my cell phone. So.